On this episode of F&F Q&A, I talk about going au naturel, posting prices on social media, my advice for beauty schools, and I show you a little bit about our upcoming new salon in Chicago.
You supply the Q's and we bring the A's. It's the Form and Function Q&A show.
Welcome back. So episode 4, we made it. Last week, you guys might remember I teased a little bit about an upcoming announcement that I said was really big. Well, it's here, and we are so incredibly proud to say that we are going to be opening a new salon, the Hair Loft, in the West Loop neighborhood of Chicago. We are so incredibly excited about this opportunity. It's going to give us the ability to grow our team, serve more people, and have a dedicated academy space for all of our Form and Function Academy classes. It really means a lot to us with your support, and we just could not be more excited about what our future has. So that's a little bit of a look. Let's get into the questions.
Cyprian's question is, what do you think about the all-natural home remedies and treatments for hair?
Cyprian, that's a great question, and what I love is the fact that we are getting international questions, guys. That was our first question all the way from Stockholm, Sweden. What's interesting is to see that this sort of green lifestyle movement seems to be worldwide. So I think that that's the best way for us to classify it. This is the same type of individual that is probably into being green, right? Trying to eat cleaner, trying to use more renewable resources and things like that. And so I get it, right? I get that there are people that want to embrace that and have that be a part of their lifestyle. For me, I'm not into that concept. You know, my time is more valuable to me than trying to spend an hour turning mayonnaise into a shampoo. I'm way more interested in having products that work. So for me, it's not my thing. That being said, I think that there's a way for us as salons to embrace that. Now, are we going to be able to sell at-home remedies? Probably not. But I think that there are product choices and brands that embrace nature's ingredients, but maybe combine it with some man-made ingredients to make those better. Personally, again, it's not my thing. You know, I want products that work really, really well. And so as long as the product works well, while also still being good for the environment, I'm into that. So the thing that I tend to see people doing, which I don't understand, is when as salons we are retailing and selling products, but then we are also then telling our guests how to make something at home. You got to choose which avenue you're going to go because you're sending conflicting message. So either go all in on what you're recommending or don't recommend anything at all.
Courtney's question is, I got business cards made, advertised on social media, and I plan on getting a website. What is your opinions and suggestions? Would you put prices on social media?
Courtney, this is a fantastic question, and I think that it's something that a lot of people wonder about. Should I post prices online? If you go back to episode 1, I talked a lot about storytelling, and storytelling should really be, to me, what you're doing through social. That's where you're going to be describing to people what it's like to have you do their hair or have them come to your salon. And congratulations on getting out there and doing your freelance thing. That's awesome. But I do think that then when they come back to your website that it is important for them to be able to find the price. I would not go to a store or buy anything online or make a reservation at a restaurant or reserve a hotel, buy plane tickets. I wouldn't do any of those things without knowing what the price is, right? So our salons, they need to understand that. Just last week, because it's getting colder, I decided that I was going to get myself a new coat. My last year's it's no bueno. So I went online, found the store that I liked. They didn't have any prices posted. And so I went to a different store to get my coat. And I spent, a few $100s on it. So that store lost out because they didn't have their prices posted. Some people are going to say, but I don't want to put myself in a box, right? If I end up doing more work, then if that's the case, put a little disclaimer on there and go through a thorough consultation or style profile, as we call it, with your guest and lay out what the pricing for the day is going to be. But I think that more people are going to be turned off if they don't know what the price is and what they're walking into if that's not posted on your website.
Creative Touch asks, as a fresh new school, your tips help with getting our name out there. Do you think you would have any helpful tips for schools?
Congratulations on being the new school, guys. That's really awesome, and it makes me kind of proud to hear that my advice is helping you guys. I've probably spent a large amount of time in beauty schools, much more than the average salon owner or hairstylist. And my advice is understand your audience. And to me, what I see is there's really 4 different audiences as a beauty school that you are talking to or marketing to. And in the sort of level of importance, we'll say, is first would be your baseline is the people that we're trying to attract to come in and be guests, right? We want, very similar to a salon, we want to market and get people in. I think that can rely on the students, that it's their job, if they want to have real people coming in, it's their job to be able to get people to come in and do their hair. The second level would probably be potential students, right? We need students in the school in order for the school to grow. The third, most important, as we move up, is salons. Now, to me, the best way to show that you guys are a good school is about the placement of the student after they graduate. What does a career look like after they graduate from Creative Touch? So you guys are going to need to get out into the market, have a really core program with awesome education, and then get out into the market and into the area and relay that message to the other salons to say, our graduates are fantastic. Here's why they're awesome graduates. Here's what makes them special or more special than the other school down the street. But lastly, it's the understanding that the most important person in that building are the students. And I know that there are days when you're working with students and you don't want to work with those students. But you have to understand that they are the reason that the building is there. They are the reason that everyone that works there has jobs. And so it's your responsibility to make sure that they are getting everything out of the program that they can before they leave those doors. So that's what I think. This has been episode 4. I hope you loved it. Hit up the comments, drop some questions in there. We'll put them on the next episode. But guys, it really means a lot. I love the reaction that these have been getting. They've been shared. We've had thousands of people see these videos already, and we're only on episode 3. So thank you for your shares. As always, you can hit me up at Benjamin J on Twitter if you want to reach out. Otherwise, we'll see you on episode 5.